Good morning. This is Professor Anderson with a little bit of feedback for your writing assignment number 1. I want to share with you that I'm using the assignment rubric. It's located, if you go into your assignment file, you'll see at the bottom the rubric underneath of each of the writing assignments, but specifically for writing assignment number 1, communication inhibitors. The rubric is located right here. And this is the PDF. This is the assignment paper itself that gives all the specifics of the writing assignment. So when I take a look, I'm looking at the 4 different sections, basically the one that describes your workplace and community, the definitions of the inhibitors, the table of sample communications where issues were noted, and then a paragraph to evaluate your workplace. This is beautiful. This is an amazing example of writing. You have given me a very clear and complete description of your workspace. I know where it's located, who's working in there, what your distractions are, what your general population is that's coming in and out, what your main forms of communication are. You've broken those down into 3 separate paragraphs and described them very concretely. You've given me 4 separate sets of inhibitors that you're faced with, and used parallel structure to identify the definition of each of these structures. Your communications or your incidents report or your table of barriers, in the communication portion of it where you're describing the situation, you give me a very detailed, specific situation and then label the inhibitor and analyze why that was in place. And then finally, your analysis of your workplace is very direct and concrete, and you use those inhibitors in your definition. This is awesome. What I need you to do is to re-upload this. Take this same paper. If you want to review it, if there are things you want to tweak in here, if there are things over the week 2 you've learned that you'd like to add, please feel free to do so. But you need to resubmit this one into your assignment folder. That way I'll have 2 assignments inside of assignment number 1. So this is awesome. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to read.